Hello everybody, welcome to the show. Let me get my audio right here. There we go. There's the music. I am SM Sith Lord. This is twitch.tv/Somnium Space. And today we are, guess what? Building in Somnium Space. What are we building? Well, I know where we're building it, and I actually have a pretty good idea of what I'm building. But let's take a look at the site. So, I don't know the parcel number, so I'm going to have to look around a little bit. Underground Disco, I don't think that's it. Any other names? Two Floor Disco, probably not it. Teleporter 1, maybe not. Okay, let's check. Gateway to the Mountains. That's not it. I don't think. Oh yeah, this is way out there. This is not it. How about, it's not the Underground Disco. It's not the Welcome to the Web parcel. I don't think it's a small, but maybe it is. Let's check it. No, that's not it. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to the Underground Disco to get my bearings. That's what's gotta happen. Here's the Underground Disco. We're looking for a parcel that is away from the water, this direction. Over there somewhere is a medium or large parcel that I'm looking for. Negative. Two Floor Disco! I think this is it. I think. Wait a second. I'm looking for... Okay, I look at the water and there's that. This has to be it. And then there's only two parcels between us. Yes, this is it. This two-story disco is coming down, man. It's coming down, and I have a pretty good idea of what I want to put here. However, it's not a gigantic structure. It's a very detailed structure. So, first of all, let me get into the Twitch chat here, in case people are talking to me. I should have done that before. So, very much like the retro party house that I did a while back, I need to make this structure very detailed, not so huge, but figure out a way to utilize the vertical space, especially that I have here on this extra large parcel. I think that I'm going to completely delete this entire thing. So let's take one more look at the two-story disco before it's gone forever. This is one of the first, no, actually this is the first, I believe it is the very first structure I ever built in Somnium Space. This or the podcast studio, one of the two. Okay, so there's the look at it. We're gonna take it down, and where am I going to put my stuff? I want it to be a club still, but more like a nightclub, jazz club than disco. So maybe we're going to keep some of these poles, but we're not going to keep as many of this stuff though. Goodbye. Bulldoze it. I didn't even know what the bulldoze item was when I created the build here, the original build here. Now it gets remodeled all the time. Not just by me either. But these basic structures are still here. And maybe these basic structures are going to survive. Maybe. Okay, so let's delete the rest of these things to get our parcel credits accurate. Good. Do the same thing here. Exactly. That was a building that I built in the past, so thank you for saying it looked good. However, yeah, I'm tearing it down and I'm starting over again with something all new. Well, I don't know if it's going to be all new. Maybe these pillars will survive. Still not exactly sure on that. Okay, save here. Bravery test. Click and save after you deleted a bunch of stuff. Now, the building that I have in mind is a pretty neat building. It's something that I made in the Lego game, and I make in like a bunch of games that have builders. Never made Club Somnium, though. I name it Club whatever game it's in. Club Somnium, I've never made. I want to go with the same kind of design. It's a 2-story club with a some drums and keyboards and some really cool stuff on the bottom floor. I'm going to have a lot of fun doing that. I need to keep as many shape parcel credits open as possible to make that happen. Now I'm realizing we have group select, and that is immensely useful here in Somnium's builders. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these things, and what group select means is I can build my club at ground level and then figure out if I'm going to put it on stilts later, because I can drag everything around as a group. So Club Somnium right here. Let's no, that's not what I want to start with. I'll start with this thing. Big. Let's get a door in there for scale. Needs to be bigger. Wow. How about that? That looks about right. Maybe a little too big. That looks about right there. We want this to be the most detailed area ever seen in one of my builds. I almost said in all of Somnium, but there's some pretty detailed builds in Somnium. So maybe this will be the most detailed of my builds. Let's get the door on here to see how that's gonna look. Looking good. I want it to be basically a 2-story building. It looks like it's basically a 2-story building. Move this off to the corner. Here's the foundation for my club. Things are starting to come together. That's the foundation. Here's my ceiling. Now, is that too thick for a floor? I don't think so. If a building has air conditioning in it, among other things, you're gonna have some serious floor space in between floors of your building, because I went to school in a building. I had a bunch of classes in a building that had to be retrofitted for air conditioning because the building was so old. It was created before air conditioning was a thing. And they didn't have the extra space between floors to put all the stuff in, like the ducts and things like that. So when they retrofitted the building, they actually had to, on every floor, bring the ceiling down like 2 feet everywhere. Just so they could have all the crap in there to get the air conditioning in. It was nuts. So let's plan correctly for our building and make sure that if we need to add some metaverse air conditioning in here, we got the real estate to do it. Nice flat ground. I'm liking it. Now for the height of the stories, make sure that is consistent. It is not consistent. Let's fix that. Now it is consistent. Good. All right, man. I think it's about time to tear this thing up. Let's do it. Let's see how scientific we can get with this We want exact measurements on our doors, if at all possible. All right, baby, looking good. Now, this will be the start of things. I'll fill this up here as a placeholder. This is a perfect cube. Maybe that seems a little boring, but it works out pretty well because the detail in this one is, it's in the details, not in the structure. But now I just realized that this is no good. This is no good. Nope, nope, nope. We gotta undo, undo. Delete, delete, delete. This, oops, the ceiling, this was the problem that I spotted. The ceiling needs to go up there, which means that the floors are, again, not evenly distributed. And, you know, buildings, they don't have always evenly distributed floors. Sometimes the bottom floor has a nice lobby in it that's bigger, has more ceiling space than the other floors. But we'll start off with just a standard size on all floors. Now we're back here, making this stuff. Checking the depth again. And this, I think the depth is wrong. Fix that. Just squash it down. Okay. Good. Making cubes. Not hypercubes, it's regular cubes. Okay, this is looking good. However, we could make it better. We could make it better for the amount of detail we're trying to get in. How could we do that? Well, if we lowered this down to here, centered it up, centered this onto here, cloned this, centered this up, then centered this up, snapping it on. Now we're getting close to perfect. And if we painted this the same color as this and this, then we wouldn't be able to tell, but I'm going to use that for decor and decoration. So let's get the 4 walls going around this cube, then we're going to start tearing it all up. Or maybe we should start tearing it all up right now. Well, the top is actually a cube, so we can get the walls of the top in there. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm building, that's why I know that the top is a cube. Okay, this door is inset about that much to give it some character. The back wall is flush, and the side walls are flush. Okay. Now, we have all the flush walls, but the front is incorrect. Pretty good. We'll put this right here.
It doesn't matter how much
this
you
needs to
know
come in
about implementation.
A little bit. Just a little bit. To quote 50 Cent. 50 Cent, man. Who remembers 50 Cent? Who is that? The actor? I guess.
Kind of video game terms.
But that was one of the quotes from his song. Just a little bit. How are we looking here?
The first thing for me is always
looking pretty dang good. Although we'll have to cut this wall up even further.
It doesn't matter where the music is going.
Snap it onto here.
Head,
we're buried perfectly.
You've got to know how to
now
basically see it through completion practically on your own these days and have it stand on its own with everything
pull
else
this
out there.
in a little bit. Okay, man. Oh, man. It's starting to come together a little bit here. This needs to be trimmed down there. Okay. Almost there. Good. Not so good. Let's make this better. That's better, baby. Still not perfect. Let's try to make it perfect. That ain't gonna do it. That might.
And a lot of that doesn't come down to
That's probably a little bit too much. Let's see.
Sure, having the right reverb helps and everything.
Nope, that's dang near perfect there. All right. Now, we gotta cut the thing that we made dang near perfect and make it perfecter. Okay, now there's a couple ways to cut this thing. We can go, well, here, there's a couple ways to cut it. Really simple ways. We don't have to worry about dragging vertices around or edges. We could cut down, down, across, and we got our hole. Or we could cut across, down, down, and have our hole. Which one do we want here? I think that we want down, down, then across. So let's do that. It's easier to patch the holes on the one that goes across. So, it goes there.
You have to be able to feel it.
Goes here.
You have to know how
Center
to
the door
take
up.
those in your head and in your heart and say something meaningful.
And give it the cross beam.
And I don't think that's necessarily something you learn in school or something you learn
Center
from
it up.
or watching.
Move it up, and I need to widen it up so it takes up the whole area.
It's more something
From the
you
left to
learn
right.
from doing
Like.
it, from trying it
Ooh.
over and over and over and over
And
over.
I gotta do something, so I'll shrink it down. I gotta do something to patch it all up together. Almost seamlessly. And this should do it. Bury the top in the floor space, and we have our door. Things are coming together. Now, this building has a sidewalk that goes around all sides of it. It has cool letters here that I'll probably make through blocks, kind of like voxel style, to say Somnium Web. Oh no, Somnium Club. Somnium, perhaps. I still got to figure out the exact name. Okay, 1 second.
And a writer are looking for somebody who brings everything to the table. You know, who brings the heart, who brings their vision, and particularly who bring their brain to the table. So that they're aware of what they're doing and they're making conscious choices.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of patience for people who feel like they're downloading.
Okay. We don't need stairs. I kind of want this thing to start looking good. So let's get some lighting in here and some of those letters I was talking about.
Let's make it better. But, you know, just writing from a place of understanding rather than from a place of fear. Where you're just grateful for any idea that comes along. And you don't want to change it because you don't know how. It's not about the ideas, it's about how you support the ideas.
Okay, and this will be kind of bluish, perhaps, maybe orangish, reddish. We'll see. We will want some kind of balcony going over the top, and then the letters, and then there's going to be windows, and it's going to be awesome. So, for the patio. Okay, these letters, how's it gonna go? It's gonna go Club Somnium. Or Somnium Club, because if I make it Somnium Club, then I could have Somnium on the front, Club on the right. If I make it Club Somnium, I got Club Somnium. Maybe I should call it Club Som. We'll start with Club Som, and then at the end, if there's partial credits, I could write the rest of the letters. Although they might get into the windows, we'll see. So, Club Som, let's make it happen.
You have reached the voicemail box of Kino.
Okay. Okay, man. Let's make this awesome. Now, if I made it with 3D voxels, voxelite things, it could work out really neat. But I could do it with the texture. But I think I'm going to do it not with voxels, but I'll do something in between. I will do it with shapes, cubes. No, not cubes. Cuboids? I don't know what the correct word for it is, but cubes that can be stretched into rectangular cubes. What is a rectangular cube called? I mean, there's a square, there's a rectangle, there's a cube, there's a what? I don't know, but that's the shape we're going to make. So to do that, let's size everything down to a good 1.
Is not available right now.
Okay, that's too big. We're going to size it down to 0.5.
If you need further assistance, enter pound now. Please leave your name, number, and a message after the tone. Goodbye.
Man, okay, I'm going to want to make this as a GIF because it's going to light up and I don't need to waste lights to do it. So I'll just really quick make a placeholder thing for where it's going to say, but in a really cool PNG somehow. It'll say something like club. I never realized how similar, I guess I did realize at one point, if I ever made these letters as voxels before, but club is almost a bunch of the same letter. Because look at this, we got the C, and then the L is parts of the C, the U is parts of the L and the C. The B though, the B will be different. Look at this. We ain't voxels. We could do stuff like that. Unlimited power. Well, I've gone this far. I might as well make the psalm to put on the other side. But for now, let me push this back. Okay, the first thing we got over here is going to be the S. Now this thing is striking me as nearly an S. Maybe if it was more like this. That's a little bit of a weird S, but we'll allow it. I want to see where this is headed. We're going to move it over to the left. All right, I'll just do Club Psalm, and then I'll let that be that for now. We don't want to spend the whole time making little block art. Well, actually, yes, we do, but I want it to be awesome block art down inside where the music studio is going to be. Okay, there we go. Club Psalm, click save. Now we're moving in there, and we're going to continue to make cool stuff on the inside, and that's going to require more lights, and it's going to require windows and a stage. Now, usually I approach builds a little bit differently if I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I know what this is going to be, so we're just going to go straight to the stage. I'm not going to worry that, hey, it looks kind of lame on the outside. Well, that's because we're not seeing the cool window that goes over here. Maybe I will visualize it a little bit, but I'll just block it out. So imagine that this is the cool window. There's going to be stairs on the other side of it that takes us from the bottom story to the top story. So here's a cool window. There's another cool window over here. Because that window kind of turns the corner. Then we got another cool window. I hope they turn out cool. Over here. All right, maybe that one's a little bit too big actually. This one's more like this kind of a window. All right. Cool. The windows are going all the way through, so I can imagine how they're looking. Also, across the way, we have yet another window. We're actually going to have a series of windows in the front of the building here. And these windows will look like this. These will not be unlike the windows that we've seen in my other builds, with the blinds, specifically around the cyberpunk pizza build. That's the same kind of style as these windows will be. Blocking it out here still. I think these windows are too tall. Okay, we're gonna have tables around here. We're gonna have the stage over there, the stairs going up here, up to the upstairs. Now, the upstairs I'll handle a little bit later, mostly, but for now I know that we will have one window over here somewhere. Be like Rick's apartment up above the club. Okay, we're looking good. Let's see. Club Som coming together. We are gonna make the stage now. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is going to go into there. That means that the window behind the stage should be smaller. But my stage might be too big. Let's make my stage a little shorter. Okay, we'll align it perfectly on the slab. This window fits. I think I'll allow it. For now. Click save. Okay, let's get the ramps in here to make sure we have ample room for our stairs. It's a steep climb to go up a 30-degree angle here, but it can be handled by your little Somnium guy avatar walking around. Somnium guy. That's awesome. Whenever I see one of the classic Somnium characters, I always think, hey, that's Somnium guy. That's like his name in my head. Somnium guy. Okay. Ramps might suffice perfectly here. Ah! Much better.
I don't know what y'all think, but I think that's pretty.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty dang close to perfect. Now, we're gonna have to cut a hole in the ceiling to make those stairs actually work. That'll be a little weird. We gotta patch up that little crevice there. That's not too big of a deal. Besides that, this is looking pretty good. Okay, the stage. The stage. Let's get a couch onto the stage for scale. Whoa! This stage is not that big. Let's make it bigger. versus 0.20. Okay, this is looking good. Let's get a chair up there. Reminds me, a chair up there reminds me of The Air Up There with Kevin Bacon about finding that tall basketball player in Africa and trying to convince him to come play for the NBA. Drummer stool. There we go. There's that drummer stool. Just to compare it with a regular chair. Okay, we're looking good. Then around there, we're gonna have the drum set and all kinds of good stuff. Let's box out the drum set real quick. Would that be the way to go about it? Yeah, I'll just box it out real quick. Not adding much detail at all to this drum set, but getting the shapes in there. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'll roll this down like so. Yeah. Well, heck, I gotta bring up a reference image of a drum set. There we go. There we go. This looks nice and pro to me. As does this one. And all the drums will be at little weird awkward angles in the end, but not yet. Not yet. And then over here. Okay, this drum set has two of those boom, boom, boom things. Dude has one on each foot. Maybe we're gonna take it down a notch and we're gonna go for a single one. Hey, here's a single one. Hey. but I like this layout better. So screw the other one. We're going with this layout. It's still pretty much the same though, so far. Okay, that's looking good. By the way, I highly doubt that I'm the first person to attempt to make a drum set in Somnium, but I'm one of them. 1, 2, 3, big one. 1, 2, 3, big one. Cool. Now we need the things. What kind of props do we have at our disposal here that could fit that? Now this table looks like it could serve some purpose. What is that? No, that's a stool. 2 parcel credits is not a lot either. So, to get the most bang for the parcel credits buck here, I think I should see how this looks. As black. No, gray. Shrunk it down and positioned inside of things. Okay. Not exactly anywhere near the kind of feet that we have here. So if I was going to make these feet through actual shapes, what are we looking at here? 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 2. And that's for the most basic shape. And for this one, it would be 1, 2, 3. It'd be a lot, man. Let's keep chipping away and finding something good. So I guess I'll start by making these little things. Not cymbals. I don't know what these things are called. Wow. Okay, I'm no musician. Okay, and this thing goes from... Push it back a little bit. Okay. Good, looking good. Now if I center it, then I want a tripod. I can handle a tripod. We could do a tripod. Probably. Okay, so when I get down to the tripod, it'll go there. Now we need the cymbal things. Whatever these things are called, they go up here. And we want them to be gray because they're metal. Okay. I don't know if that's the best shape for these things. Probably not. So let's go to shape. And I think I need to smash a ball down. Or one of these things. Let's see. Yeah, actually, one of these cones would probably be better than a ball. Yeah, all right. Okay, and then we got one more of these things over here. All right, man. Now I think I just need to make it look nice, and we're done. The question is making it look nice going to be quite a big challenge, or as simple as the sentence is to say? Three. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, man. Clone this thing over here and see how it looks. All right, almost there. A couple more things. Then I'm gonna move on to the next item here. Okay, almost there. We want to finish this off without using a whole bunch of more shapes, because if this thing costs more than 25 parcel credits, that's pushing it. Yeah, it's possibly cooler than a 25 or than a 20 parcel credit spotlight, but there's a lot you can do with 20 parcel credits. Okay, that should do it for that. Okay, man, we got our drums on there. Great. Let's get some speakers up there and a microphone. I'll get the microphone up there right now because the only functional thing on the stage will be the microphone. And boy, does that fit right up there. It looks good. Lead singer up in front. Then we need some big old speakers behind him. Now, do I have my big old speaker texture over here? Is the first question I'm asking myself. They do not appear in our records, then they do not exist. So let me move some over there. I know that they're here somewhere. And for the speaker texture, the one that I made many months ago, and I love how it looks. Used it in the nightclub and a few other maps, or builds, I should say. There it is, okay. And then I move it over to the computer that we're looking at over here. No, that's not what I want though. Not yet. You know what? Yeah, I could start with this one and then I'll make the other one afterwards. So yes, yet. We will shrink it down here, shrink it down this way. Okay, we'll make it a little taller here actually, and then we'll bigger all the way around because these are big old concert speakers. A little bit of that, some of this, a little bit of that, and a touch of this. Okay. And we got our speakers just about. No, they're not tall enough. Wait, are they? That top thing is not a circle. Oh man, the bottom thing is a circle though. So the bottom thing looks good, so I think we're good. Angry and say that they Okay, stage spotlight. Lights. Cool, cool. That is weird. I see it hitting the collision box in a way that I wish that it wasn't. But it still looks pretty good, so I think that we'll roll with that. Maybe I can adjust this some. Okay, that's looking good. Now the stage definitely needs some glowing neons. What theme do you think I'm going for with these neons? I know, no spoilers. You can tell by the color scheme though. Okay, let's hit it up. 9.4 and 0.51. 9.4 and 0.51. 5.08. Okay, so that is the cloned thing. All right, save. Looking good, man. Click save. Now let's continue with this. Now we also want a guitar stand on the stage, but we got to take it one piece at a time because we don't want to have a super detailed stage and then a super plain looking block building on the outside. Oops, we've already done that. So let's do what we can. We have about 50 minutes left. Let's do what we can to get some more of this details spread out over this thing so it doesn't look like I just described. Super detailed, you know, moderately detailed drum set and stage and then box. So let's cut some windows up into this thing, I think. No, let's put some tables in here. Good. I want to put all of these tables on a nice little patch. For reasons that shall soon become apparent. .5. Right? Not that big. So this rendition of the club, called Club Somnium here, is going to be more similar to something I built in the Lego game than anywhere else because the tools are available here for me to do that kind of cool stuff and put these tables in here. Sometimes I have to put random crap in here if there's not good assets, but we have really good bar and table assets here, so we're going to fill up this dining area and add a dance floor, and then we'll move on to other areas. Okay, so let's select this cluster, which is easy because we're on the little platform there. We're going to fill up, so to speak, this place with these things. We're going to take it to not, pre-COVID capacity, but we're going to bring it to COVID capacity here. Four tables altogether is what that means. All right, man. I don't know about the colors of the floor yet, but we can adjust that later. Let's click save. Let's keep getting some details into there. Yeah, this is going to be more than a one-day build because it's a pretty in-depth thing here that we're going for. I want lots and lots of details. So we can tell already, this is not going to be done in this session. Maybe it'll be done in the next session. Maybe I'm going to be doing something different next session and then come back to this afterwards. I don't know. So because this thing might be sitting in the world for up to potentially a couple weeks even, we got to make sure that it looks decent and is cool right away after the first session. So let's make it happen. We're adding windows. It's happening. It's happening. Break out the Palmer Lucky memes because it's happening. Day after day, I get angry and say that the day after today, almost there. Excuse me for singing to myself as I pass the time here. I'm sure it conflicts with the lo-fi. Okay. It's looking good. Almost ready to replace that piece with glass. What do we have for the run on this? We got 714. Whoa! Dynamic lighting. Blowing my mind. Hey, hey, hey! Oh yeah, man! Look at that hillside behind the stage. This stage, it always works out perfectly. Let's get some more glass. Now, that's air quotes around perfect. It works out nicely, and it's working out nicely here. Let's get this glass in. Okay, so I have a thought. It's a crazy thought, but it makes perfect sense here. This glass is good, but what if instead it did something a little different? What if instead we used the same piece of glass for this whole side of the building? That is, I would say, overfetch, which is not the correct term to use in this case. It's overfetch, it's overkill, because a lot of this glass is going to be not visible, buried in the wall. However, a lot of it will be visible, and that is where it will be visible at. Oops, I need to... Actually, yeah, I still need that there. It's going to be visible right there in a minute, but I got some work to do still before then. Nope. Stuff's gonna get real, man, in just a minute. It's gonna get real annoying. Okay, for me at least, as the person putting together stuff here. All right, now here's the annoying part. We gotta cut that hole in the floor still. And when we cut that hole in the floor, it's gonna take us about 6 or 7 shapes perfectly aligned. At least 6 or 7 shapes perfectly aligned. It might not look like that right now, but oh yeah, I know it's going to take that. So we're not going to cut the hole in the floor today. We're saving that for the next session. Get this thing centered up. And only as big as we actually need it. Which is only about yay big. Ooh, oh, that's nowhere near correct. Let's fix that. Looking good, looking good. Now we want the front windows. All right, now what? We're gonna cut this down, down, across, down, 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 down. We'll be good. Okay, so I'm sure that did not make much sense to everybody listening. However, this is what I meant. Here's that first down cut. Here's the second down cut. Okay, now I got a decision here. I think that I should actually not do my original plan and I should do a couple more down cuts. Okay. Incorrect. That one's correct. Ah, it's still incorrect. Son of a... Hang on. We're better than this. How did this happen? Yeah, that's on. Mostly. There we go. All right. Let's see it out. Now, the upstairs window, I don't think I'm going to cut that hole yet because I'm not exactly sure about the upstairs yet. Click save. We do not have blinds in here yet, and it's pretty basic on the inside still. See, there shouldn't be a lip here. That glass should go all the way up, and it will when I get to the final revisions on this. However, we ain't there yet. Save. Okay. Looking pretty good here. I have about 28 minutes to make this thing look way better.
Tiny flames will dance across the darkness.
it's not a thing about making it accurate. It's a thing about making it feel right. If it's an accident that's an error that feels good, then you leave it in. You know, you want those. It's not a thing about making it accurate. It's a thing about making it feel right. But it's not a thing about making it accurate. It's not about getting all the errors out. It's about getting it to feel right. You know, if it's an accident that's an error that feels good, then you leave it in. You know, you want those.
Yeah. Ooh, cool. I could do it this way. And do it all with one brush, one shape. All right. Interesting. I should have saw that coming. Gradient glow and transparent GIFs, which only have a single color alpha channel, they don't go together so well, and you got to do weird stuff to make that illusion happen, like they did on this sign, and it results in it not looking good in world. So let's find a better open sign, one that works well in world. looking for an image to use as a parking symbol. I'm giving up hope. So I'll just do the lines here in white. So we keep pushing forward here. We got about 15 minutes left. Clicking away here. It's going good. This is kind of reminding me of the gas station, the meta gas station that I built on what used to be the giant robot parcel. Now it's that cool art gallery with the 2 stories on it. This seems very similar to that. This will be the skylight that will eventually be in here. Making lots of progress, but that clock is ticking down way faster than I was paying attention to. We only have like 3 minutes left. So we're gonna go a little bit over, maybe like 5 minutes over, because this needs to look a little bit better before I click that upload button. So we got the parking spaces. We have the beginnings of the stage. Let's get some more lighting going on inside, I suppose. Even though that's pretty neat right there. That light coming in through the windows. Man, I've already ate up a minute just looking at this. Like, what would I add? What can I add? It looks nice from the outside. That's good, because it looked really blocky from the outside at first. We need to decorate the ceiling some. Now, the skylight is going to help a little bit, because the skylight will be about that tall, so you will be able to possibly see it as you're approaching, but not very much. So we need some antennas and stuff above here too. And we need a focal point. I'm thinking of maybe a big giant floating Somnium cube or something up here at the top. Hell, let's give that a try in these last 2 minutes here. We'll put neons here. I gotta think about this. How many neons is this gonna take? It would take a significant amount of neons to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa! 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 neon. Not doing that. I would have to think of a more parcel credit efficient way. Before that gets exponentially out of control. Well, not exponentially. Geometrically out of control there. Okay, so this looks like where we might call it for today. And it's not such a bad place to be. The outside is looking nice and slick. It could use another detail pass, but we have to do the detail passes consistently across other areas. And we don't even have an upstairs yet, so no more detail passes until we get upstairs. But you come in here and it's working out pretty nice. You come over here and take a seat. Or you could go up on stage and sing. Play the drums. We're going to have some guitars over here. Maybe a PNG of a guitar leaning against the wall. That might work out nice. We want a jukebox over here. Or maybe the jukebox over here. Matter of fact, we're going to put a block in there for where we might want the jukebox. And then over here, I want like a receptionist area or something. I don't know what. We'll figure that out. You know, that would be a great place for a screen, actually. Let's throw that in there. So maybe we'll have a screen over there. Crypto art hung on all the walls as long as we got the parcel credits. Okay, I'm going to click save. I'm going to upload this while I do. Well, before I click upload, I'll make a couple notes here. There's way too many lights. When we come back in here to do more detail passes to free up parcel credits, some of these lights are going away. Maybe this blue one, maybe this red one and this blue one can both go away at the same time when I changed Club Som to a PNG or a GIF that glows. So that could free up potentially a hell of a lot. We need all those parcel credits freed up because we have to cut a hole in the floor here that brings us up to the upstairs area, and after we get to the upstairs area, that's this is like the it's Rick's place, you know, on top of I'm sorry, it's Rick's apartment up on top of Rick's place. If you're familiar with Casablanca, it'll be like that. You come up here, you're gonna have couches, a bathroom, a bedroom, stuff like that. That isn't really club-like because this is the dwelling above the club. So we need parcel credits to do all that. Now, before I click upload here, I want to add some sofas up there just to get the point across that, hey, stuff's going to be up here. There's no stuff up here right now. Well, there is a little bit of stuff up here now, but it's really going to happen later. We'll have like a couch over here. Maybe another couch over here. And maybe a table over here. Okay, so I'll get this stuff. After I put this in here, we're going to click upload, and that'll be it for today's build session. And then right here will be the hole for the stairs. You'll come up behind the couch, or you'll come up just about at the couch. In fact, we probably want to move the couch over a little bit so you can come up before the couch. Yep. And the computer tables. Another computer table. Oh, that'll be bathroom. Okay, we're looking all right here. There's Club Somnium so far. Click save and upload. Then I'll be taking a couple screenshots and posting it onto the Twitter and probably into the Discord. Good to G&G for right now. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Once again, I'm SM Sith Lord. This is Twitch TV/Somnium Space, where every week, right here at Fridays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific, you can catch me using the Somnium Builder, which you're looking at right now, for 2 hours at a time, which is nice because when you see it used for 2 hours at a time, you know that it didn't take like a month to create something, so you can see what it's like to work with it fast. Now, there's other streams that happen right here on this Twitch channel, such as I'm always plugging Mick Yellow's amazing avatar stream, where he goes and makes avatars from scratch right before your eyes, publishes them to the blockchain, and sells them in the blockchain economy, tied into Somnium. All that is part of Mick Yellow's stream, the Somnium Bird. So you can check that out. I believe that happens over the weekend, but you have to check the schedule on that. Anyways, signing off here, SM Sith Lord. I'll see you next week. Peace out.